We'll move on to our district update for January 10th, 2024. We did want to wish everybody a Happy New Year. It's great to see everybody in 2024. Some visuals from the cover sheet of our slide deck. Mr. Cruz and Ms. Santiago from our business pathway at the high school at the pathway night recently that we had prior to break, and also Naira Sanchez from the high school also was named our Artist of the Week. So those are on our cover sheet. Go to the next slide, Dave. Just on the Pathways Showcase at the high school, we do have our 5 pathways for elective courses for students to be able to concentrate studies in addition to their graduation requirements of 4 units of English, 4 units of math, etc. Students who want to focus on business, for example, or tools and technology have the opportunity to take multiple elective classes in those pathways on December 13th, especially for the 9th graders, so that they could take a deeper look into some of the courses that are offered at the high school. LHS and Mr. Duran, who is our pathway supervisor, hosted a showcase event with more than 25 employers and educators, and also a lot of LHS alumni from the community sharing information and advice for students as they consider what pathway they're going to select in the spring for the rest of their high school career. So in 10th and 11th and 12th grade, they're picking their pathways now. The showcase provided 9th grade students and their families the opportunity to explore a wide range of possible career paths. And our vision for pathways that will help fulfill the promise of Portrait of a Graduate and will help students be better prepared to succeed in college. And also, if they choose to go right to the workplace, that they'll be well prepared as well. Next slide, please, Dave. On December 16th, we had a bunch of events on Saturday at the high school. We hosted multiple events. Abbott Lawrence Academy and the robotics team hosted the Reindeer Robotics Tournament, and 34 high schools from across New England as far as Vermont came and were in the upper calf with their robotics teams. Robotics team is currently in 7th place, and they'll be back in action this Saturday at North Andover High School to continue their competitions in building robots and programming. Also, JROTC hosted the Massachusetts competition for the Governor's Cup, and they are currently in 2nd place. Dave has a nice video of our drill team. During these competitions, they get rated on various different aspects. And this is our close march team, and Dave's going to pull up the quick video that we have of our cadets in there. And these comps usually for 5 or 6 hours. Multiple high schools from across the Commonwealth participate, and our cadets are doing a great job currently. Like I said, they are in 2nd place. Also, Nutrition Services served over 433 families at the December Mobile Market that was also on December 16th. Santa was on hand to greet students, and the Lawrence Teachers Union was there promoting literacy by distributing books to young students who were there with their families to be able to read over winter break. Next slide, please, Dave. Also on December 16th at Sullivan Park, we worked closely with UTEC and many of our students for a Youth Against Violence Peace Rally at Sullivan Park. Again, sponsored by UTEC and attended by many other partners. Lawrence Fire Department was there with a truck. Many other partners. Lou's Bakery, I believe, brought down refreshments for everybody who attended. Again, this was in response to the unfortunate incident that occurred at Sullivan Park in December. And many of our staff members attended, and many of our students attended as well to respond to say that this type of behavior is not acceptable and not supported by our young folks, nor by our teachers, and nor by the community. And we had one of our outstanding Lancers, Mia Mejia, who was the keynote speaker at the Peace Rally. And we did invite Mia to come down tonight, also to present to the board what her thoughts were and what she said at the Peace Rally. So Mia, we'll have you come down to the microphone just for you to be able to present to the board your thoughts and what you presented at the Peace Rally.
Good evening. My name is Mia Mejia, and I'm a senior at Lawrence High School. For starters, I want to thank everyone for giving me the opportunity to reshare my speech on youth against violence, and I hope as a community we can come together and make a change. Compared to other cities in Massachusetts, Lawrence has a high rate violence crime like youth violence, aggravated assault, and murder. As we've recently seen, there was an incident at Sullivan Park involving some young men who were physically assaulted. We're offering prayers for those who were severely injured. I hope that they're recovering well and that we can bring them the justice they deserve. These crimes have an effect on young teen lives because they can lead to poor growth, which may cause learning difficulty, decreased relationship with adults and other youth, and difficulty managing emotions. Together as a community, we need to educate this generation of young adults that using violence to solve problems is never the solution. I'm very proud to say that in my 4 years of attending the Lawrence High School, they've done a good job making me as a student feel safe inside of school. To me, Lawrence High School is a place that I can feel safe and comfortable, thanks to our staff who try their hardest every day to help us grow and be the best we can to be successful after we leave. Over 90% of students that have attended Lawrence High School have graduated. LHS students have access to internships and pathways that allow them to make informed career choices. Last year, we were one of 25 high schools that were recognized for advanced placement courses. Lawrence was once portrayed as a bad city, and it's time for that to change. A small group of teenagers decided amongst themselves to inflict severe damage to those young men. That was an unfortunate incident, yet it should not reflect on the other 3,400 students that enter Lawrence High ready to learn. In Lawrence, we have multiple youth programs for students such as the Boys and Girls Club, Groundworks, and YDO. We have some paid internships at Lawrence General. Some are school-based, but should we include more? Yes. Not everyone gets the opportunity to share a stable home with their family, so we also need to increase affordable housing for students and get them a place where they can be comfortable and at peace. All in all, my experience here in LHS has been positive, and I look forward to graduation with all my classmates. I hope that as a community, we can all come together and spread love and kindness, because at the end of the day, all we have is each other. I would like to close this off with a quote from the legendary musician Stevie Wonder. What I'm not confused about is the world needing much more love, no hate, no prejudice, no bigotry, and more unity, peace and understanding, period. Thank you.
Mia, do you want to stay at the podium just for a second in case any of the board members have any questions? I was very happy that Mia agreed to come because I was not able to hear her speech because I came up a little bit later because I was at the other events on campus. But I was very happy to see Mia's older brothers, John Sell and Jaronel, who graduated from the high school several years ago. Mia's mom is in the education field. She works at Community Day Charter School, and Mia's
Lawrence Family Development.
Lawrence Family Development Charter School. But it was great for me to see Mia, who was in 10th grade when I was still the 10th grade principal, and then all the members of her family there, and of course the anti-violence and the pro-love and the community engagement message that everybody was there for. So we'll open it up to the board members who have any questions for Mia.
Not a question, but just great remarks. Love the content of what you had to say. Very impressive
Thank
in
you.
terms of your public speaking, and you're just a great representation of the talent we have in the city of Lawrence.
Thank you so much.
I was actually going to say the same thing, and I think the message of nonviolence is really important, but also the message about who we are as a city is also important as well. So thank you for taking that on that day and today. So thank you for that.
Hopefully one day you will be one of our leaders.
Hopefully.
Good.
Thank you.
I have the pleasure of seeing Mia on a daily basis because even though Mom works at Lawrence Family Development, she also works with the after-school program with little ones. So she's very active.
Thank you. We're very, very proud of you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mia. We appreciate you. Next slide, please, Dave. Winter celebrations, of course, prior to break. Our schools held winter holiday celebrations prior to the break. Oliver Elementary was lucky enough to have Elsa and Olaf on hand for fun with students. And then we were right here, Mr. Hernandez and I came down for the South Lawrence East Holiday Sing-Along that not only featured their music teacher and students singing holiday songs, but they also had winter science facts in between performances. So it was fun and educational, and it was just a great job by the folks here at the South Lawrence East. Dave, next slide, please. And over winter break, of course, we had athletics in action all over the place. Boys and girls basketball teams were in action over winter break. The girls basketball team defeated Amesbury and Whittier Tech to win the inaugural Amesbury Holiday Tournament. So they brought home a championship, and you have Coach Sue and Coach Jeff and the rest of the Lady Lancers there in that first picture. Boys basketball was also in tournament action at the Commonwealth Motors Christmas Classic. They defeated Newburyport and Andover. Then they played North Andover for the championship, and they finished second to an excellent North Andover team in the Christmas tournament. Wrestling has also been in action, most recently at Methuen High School. We have a quick video. We had a really, really great match over there at Methuen High School last week that we were able to attend. A lot of school spirit on both sides and a lot of good sportsmanship. So if Dave has that quick video he can pull up. Wrestling, very strenuous activity, a lot of school spirit by both teams, folks standing up, cheering their teammates on, and a lot of parents as well. LPS intramurals has also been in action, and this past Saturday had over 528 students at the middle school level, 528, participating in basketball clinics and cheer clinics this past Saturday, right here at the South Lawrence East Gym and at the Field House in the Lower Calf at Lawrence High School as well. Next slide, Dick. And of course, facilities always on the job, so also over winter break, facilities team was hard at work, resurfacing, stripping and sanding, and then refinishing gymnasiums across the district, which again are used constantly. South Lawrence, Eastgale, Met Partham, and Weatherby gyms were all taken care of, so that students had the benefit of refinished gymnasiums for them to be able to do their intramural and their PE classes during the school day. And then, of course, unfortunately, winter has arrived. So on Saturday, right down the street in the back of Lawrence High School, we had Joe and Bobby and several other of the custodians getting our trucks ready, getting our sanders and plows ready for the storm that did arrive Saturday night. So we are glad for their prep work. They worked over the weekends and through Monday to clear sidewalks and parking lots surrounding our schools. And of course, DPW did a great job helping us where we needed assistance. Just unfortunately, it was too much snow for us to be able to have school on Monday, even though folks at DPW and the folks in LPS facilities were working basically from Saturday night all the way through Monday. We just had too much snow. The last image on the bottom, you can see that huge snow mound at the high school, which has disappeared magically with the 50-degree temperatures today. But again, we are working closely with the fire department, Lawrence Police, the mayor's office, DPW, when we do have these weather events. But just too much snow for us to be open on Monday, but we will look forward to hopefully no more snow for the rest of the winter.